Wow. Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, we are bunnies.
Whoa.
Alright, thank you.
Use the device, you're just going to take it, tap, and listen, 10 yellow square.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where?
Only English?
I don't know. I suppose we can change the language. Yeah, if you want to learn, yeah. So there are some places to put down.
I really have no idea.
I can get a photo if you'd like.
Sorry?
We do photos here.
No.
It's okay.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, very cool.
The island got its name
I can hear nothing.
Oh. Oh, beep.
Alright.
何言ってんだよ。
You have to hide the other.
Tell you what year the
Whoa.
Hi, hey, bunnies.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Battle of Midway Theater and welcome on board the USS Midway. The movie you're about to see is about the Battle of Midway. The Battle of Midway was the most significant victory in the history of the U.S. Navy. It was the turning point of the war in the Pacific in World War II. It was such an important battle that 3 years after the battle, when the Navy was just completing the construction of the soon-to-be largest warship in the world, they decided to name it the Midway. Hey, this guy is all over it, yeah. Very good, so you all figured that out. The ship is named after the battle, did not take part in the battle. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Exits are on either side here. If you have one of these in your pocket, please put it on stun or turn it off for the convenience of your neighbors. And enjoy the movie. I'll be back at the end of the movie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the USS Midway Museum is proud to present Voices of Midway.
The cushion came floating out like an old friend. Commander Waldron had always told us to keep our knives on our belts in case we got in a spot like this. I may have been the only one from my squadron who survived. That was the worst part.
Well, seeing as how this is my last speaking engagement, we might as well get right to it. Some people know the history of the aircraft carrier USS Hornet and my squadron, Torpedo 8. Where we went and what we did during the Battle of Midway. But knowing it and seeing it up close, two different things.
They say Hawaii is a paradise, and the air smells like flowers. But that morning, December 7th, it must have smelled like death.
Admiral Yamamoto knows he has to destroy the carriers he missed at Pearl Harbor. Knows if he can sink them, the west coast of the United States will be open for invasion. A battle is coming. Our code breakers have determined the Japanese strike will come at Midway Island on June 4th. I stand by this intelligence. We're deploying carriers Enterprise, Hornet, and Yorktown, plus their squadrons of fighters and bombers. Our men are ready. Even though Japanese forces outnumber ours almost 2 to 1, we'll do the best we can with what we have. That has always been more than we needed.
Men, we've had a very short time to train, and under severe conditions. But I have no doubt Torpedo 8 is the best in the world. And I expect each of us to do his utmost to destroy our enemy. If there is only one plane left, I want that man to go in and get a hit. We launch at dawn. Write letters home to your loved ones tonight. Get some shut-eye. We're gonna need it.
On the Hornet, we not only had to train a squadron of boot ensigns, of which I was one, but we had to fight a war at the same time.
Dear Adelaide, there's not a bit of news that I can tell you, except that I am well. I have your and the children's pictures here with me, and I think of you all.
Don't worry about me, Janie. I'm invincible.
Don't let Billy borrow my car. He's crazy. I miss your cooking, Mom. When I get back, we're getting hitched.
They've got us flying old planes, Dad. We're in training and fighting a war at the same time. We've had no previous combat flying, but we've got our tactics down cold. Commander Waldron's seen to that.
Hey, Sanchez. I don't know what to say. Tell him how hard we're all working. And that you love him. You can never say it enough times, Tom. We've been working hard. I love you. I love you. I love you.
The Japanese want to defeat us. We can't let that happen.
提督、我々は地球ミッドウェイ諸島に戻り、飛行場を破壊せねばなりません。我々の偵察隊は米軍艦隊を見なかったとのことです。
修練か。我々の戦闘機には魚雷が積んである。前期爆弾に交換せよ。はい。我らは大和魂がおる。
Before we left the ship, Commander Waldron told us that he thought the Japanese task forces were further south. And when the group air commander made the call to fly due west, Waldron ignored the order. Said not to worry about our navigation. Just follow him because he knew where he was going. And that was good enough for us. When we got into the air that morning, we did what we were trained to do, and could almost look at the back of Commander Waldron's head and know what he was thinking.
This is Johnny 1. Aircraft spotted in cloud cover. Need confirmation. Theirs or ours? That's them. We have no fighter cover, men. May God be with us all. Good luck, happy landings, and give them hell.
Johnny 1 to Johnny 3. Basics, 11 o'clock. Get out. Johnny 6, I have 3
We lost a lot of men. 51 torpedo planes took off and 7 returned. Those who didn't die were just lucky. That's all. I always thought the torpedo squadrons deserved more credit. The Zeros were so busy shooting us down, they didn't see our dive bombers getting ready to attack. They never looked up. Under 6 minutes, the dive bombers scored direct hits on the Akagi, Kaga, and Soryu, but the Hiryu escaped detection. The Hiryu launched 18 aircraft to sink our carriers. Yorktown's radar picked them up and launched their own fighters. But 7 Japanese aircraft broke through like hell itself and scored 3 direct hits on the Yorktown.
Tell him how hard we're all working and that you love him.
The Yorktown has sustained crippling damage. We're having her towed to Pearl Harbor. We will get the 4th carrier. Every life under my command is precious, and I mourn each one that is lost. Their blood is shed for us, but war, no matter how noble, demands too much of it.
The battle was all but over. The Japanese were forced to turn back in defeat. But one lone submarine didn't heed the message and delivered the Yorktown her fatal blow.
This huge ship slowly sank below the water, the waves, until it disappeared, and we watched it until it was completely gone. It's very brutal business. It's a terrible thing that so-called civilized nations could do things like that to each other, convincing me that we're not really civilized yet.
Comrades in arms who sleep in darkness at the bottom of the ocean for 50 years after the end of the war, thank you for your sacrifice. My heart is full.
That day in Midway, 6 minutes changed the world. 6 minutes.
Torpedo weight. Every one of them was like a brother to me. No hero ever truly perishes. No sacrifice is ever forgotten. And those who died are angels that walk among us.
The memorial on Midway Island reads, "They had no right to win. they did. And in doing so, they changed the course of the war. Even against the greatest of odds, there is something in the human spirit, magic blend of skill, faith, and valor that can lift a people from certain defeat to incredible victory.
You can exit to the right, please.